We're now going to take a look at a requirement report. And a requirement report is done at the beginning of a project. And what it's used for is analyzing an existing system to identify its necessary components. Now, this can be done in order to basically assess whether or not we do need to develop a new system. And if so, what components do we need to bring with us into this new system? So, a requirements report is done by analyzing the existing system. We are looking at the existing system. There is no new system yet. We're not even planning a new system yet. We are specifically looking at the beginning at the existing system. And now, if need be, what actual parts of the existing system need to be carried over if we are going to develop a new system. It is used at the understanding problem stage in order for project managers to gain a better understanding of this system. What's its hardware? What's its software? Who's using it? What are they using it for? If the new system does go ahead, it is then used as well in the planning stage to ensure that these components are brought across into the new system and make sure that at the end of the system development cycle that we have satisfied all elements of the requirements report. We've included all the requirements of this system. Specific parts of the actual requirements report include the time frame, sub-projects involved, who are the participants, information technology used, data and information, and the needs of users. A requirements prototype may also be used, and in this scenario, a developer actually makes a small working model of the existing system in order to fully understand how the actual system works. Now, in some development approaches too, this requirement prototype may be modified constantly and may eventually become the new system, as would be in the case in a prototyping method or possibly a participant method where we manage it to suit our needs. Okay, so requirements prototype is where we're actually building a model of the system in order to understand it better. We're now going to have a quick look at how a potential requirements report could be made. So we're going to look at a certain scenario which might be related to multimedia systems. So here is our analysis of the existing system. So we've done our surveys and our interviews, we've seen it working, and we've put together a little blurb on a specific type of system. So a tourism company is using a website to promote locations around Australia for tourists to visit. The system involves participants creating, editing, and storing video data from different venues, both locally and online, on a website. These videos are accessed by customers to help plan their holidays and preview venues they may wish to see. So, firstly, we're going to put up our schedule. We're going to have 20 weeks to develop a new system. Okay? Now, we're going to then have a look at what are we creating. We've got a website and we're using video data. So we basically know that if we're going to break this into two groups, there's going to be a video component and there's going to be a website component. From here as well, we can see what types of participants will be using the system. So content providers who may be making videos, as well as multimedia specialists who may be incorporating videos as well with images on the actual website. So we need web designers and administrators, and it could be for a travel agency. So there'd probably be some sort of travel agent involvement as well. We then need to look at what information technologies are involved. Now, we already know that basically that we're using video editing software and we're storing video data. So hardware would need to obviously make it possible for this to happen. So we need digital video cameras for catching the video from these different venues. We need processing power on our computer through the CPU and graphics card to manage these videos and make sure they're quality and will run at a quality rate. Okay, we need good primary storage so that we can actually edit these videos while they're live, okay, and that consumes a lot of RAM. But we also need a lot of secondary storage in the form of hard disk drive or solid state drive, because these videos are stored both locally and online. So we need to make sure that's factored in with our system. Software we'll need is basically video editing software and web design software for editing the videos and for the creation of our website. The next stage looks at what data and information is being used. So being a website, it's safe to assume text and image will be used, but then also we need to emphasize that video data relating to the different environments around Sydney. Okay. Then finally, what's the purpose of this? To help plan the holidays of customers so they can preview venues. So the needs of the users are to view different venues around Australia that they may wish to see as a part of their holiday. So I hope you can understand here how a requirements report helps analyze an existing system, and then this data attained by the requirements report can now be used when establishing what we need to do in our new system. It helps us plan what we need to do in going forward and developing a new system that it still is able to do what was at the core of the old existing system, but then also update it, revitalize it, apply new technology, bring it up to the speed with new technology in the development of a new system. Hope that all makes sense to you.